Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 52 of the Withering Frogs podcast. Way to throw me for a loop, Carl. My name is DuDs, and I am joined, as always, by the man with the note, Mr. Jimbo Slice 23. And for this special episode of the show, we have the man with so much editing to do after this recording, our digital producer, Carl.
Hi, everybody.
Today, we also have two very special guests brought into this podcasting world with one mission. A mission to attract some of the biggest names in Minecraft community like a magnet with so much diversity. With this type of stiff competition, you can't avoid the growing numbers. This is your cue to grab a coffee and a lily pad. Out of the pond and into the nether, it's the Void Frogs podcast, Stifflered and qmagnet.
Hey! I approve of that. I love the puns. I was like trying not to try to go, whoa, yeah, nice.
I tried to grab as many puns as possible.
You did a good job.
Jimbo did work very hard on that intro.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sweating right now, guys. I need to lay down.
You reminded me of this is a Canadian radio show. It's called The Debaters, and they take comedians and they debate the dumbest thing, like what's better, a mattress or a pillow? And they have to do the thing. But the host, he always puts in like, welcome this person, and he puts like 10 puns in. 10 dad jokes, whatever. And you reminded me exactly of that show. Everybody should watch it, even though it's Canadian. It's really good.
I figured you guys produce a lot of epic intros. You needed your own for once. It's the way I feel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm honored.
It was wonderful. I felt so attracted to it.
Like a magnet.
Like a magnet.
I was lured in.
We'll have Jimbo frame it for you guys.
Well, they can hear it. They'll listen to it. Over and over.
Jimbo's like, wait, I gotta bring more than my one note to this podcast? Listen to it over again.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go lay down.
But like usual, we start with what we've done throughout the week. I don't know if our guests would like to jump in this stuff. If you guys have done any Minecraft stuff. I know you've done some podcasting stuff, but I'm not really sure you want to talk about that because, hush hush and all.
Well, last episode we had Elon Musk on.
Yeah.
And
I listened to last episode.
We had...
I think it was more of a Captain Sparkles.
No, the last interview we did.
Oh.
Yeah, the one
that's the hush
before,
hush
after
one.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So don't tell anybody. Robert Downey Jr. made an appearance.
He plays Minecraft.
Steve Jobs was there, but it was real quiet. I didn't get any words from him.
They all play Minecraft inside of a Tesla while Robert Downey Jr. starts the Minecraft movie.
That's it.
That's where Elon Musk started his Tesla building, was in Minecraft.
Yeah, and then he exported it.
I think it's true.
That explains the Cybertruck.
3D model. Yep.
Yeah.
Carl, you're not on the show a lot. Let's hear from you. What have you been doing this week?
Well, you guys started Ripple yesterday, and I wasn't there because of my sucky internet.
We did no such thing.
But now I have proper internet, so...
Whoa!
I know, right? It's 2020 and I've got
Ooh.
internet.
One day late. Go figure.
At least it wasn't Tuesday like they said it would, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Small mercies. But in the meantime, I've been designing some builds for Ripple and planning my first episode, getting all like my music together, thumbnails, intros, all that kind of stuff all sorted out, ready to go for when I actually get on the server and start recording. And I've been trying to master Minimator for thumbnails, and that's going incredibly well.
Minimator is pretty easy once you learn it.
Yeah. I need to spend more time on it, to be honest.
It's the replay mod I have a feeling I'm going to struggle with, but I also know there's way more bang for buck in that thing.
Wasn't the replay mod not up to date though?
I know they're working on 1.16 already.
Yeah, it actually already works. I have the beta, I guess you could say, and it works really well.
Nice.
I can't wait to use it.
Yeah, super solid. It's real smooth. They've had a few little glitches, but nothing major.
Super slow. They got a few little glitches. That's a conflicting statement there, pal.
You are talking to Stifflered, so hello.
Yeah, I had tried it over in 1.13, and I struggled with it a lot, but I've heard that it's come a long way since then, and it's a lot more user friendly.
I only used it one time, and I'm like you. I'm like, I can't really get it. I kind of get it, but it's tricky. I'll just do it on OBS and fly around, and you can do the cinematic. If you go to the settings, you have to turn it on. Cinematic, you can move your mouse real smooth. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, I had trouble with it at first, but it's kind of a hands-on type of deal. Got to play with it to really get used to it.
I use it for almost every video I make. It's a constant thing for work too. Like I'm always using it, and it's pretty great.
You have a cinematic series too, so that helps.
Yeah. It kind of that's the thing that it does. I have to use it. It's actually a bummer. Like I would love to do other games, but I'll tell you, there are not many games with mods like Replay Mod. So, like other games like Ark or 7 Days to Die or some other ones that I like, I would love to record some videos, but there's no replay mod for those games, so I just don't record anything.
You like Ark. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I take that back. I take that back. I would make videos with that game, but I don't like playing that game. But that's a different subject.
I played that game one time for 3 hours, and I just kept dying as I spawned because I would like spawn in a desert or something, and I'd run out of water or something, and I'm like, I don't get this game. And then I spawned in one time, I just got eaten by a dinosaur. So I was like, whatever, I'm gonna send it back to Steam or whatever. And they're like, oh, you played it for 3 hours? I don't think so.
I just broke 200 hours of playtime on Ark. And I hate this game. I hate this game.
Sounds like
I have never enjoyed one single hour of it. But I have to.
So do you just enjoy torturing yourself?
Guess so.
Today I tried to, or no, yesterday or maybe the day before, I tried to do a T flip-flop, and I gave up and just did it with command blocks. So much easier.
You said that, and I immediately went, wait, how do you make a T flip-flop again?
Redstone, once you move into command blocks, you can't, like, Redstone is so tedious.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, I think the new T flip-flops is like a sticky piston with a redstone block and an observer.
Yeah.
And it just takes advantage of that one tick. I think that's the new way to do it. But I am redstone illiterate, so.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think you could do those with Bedrock. You can do it Java. I don't think they have the one-tick sticky piston thing, which I like that little thing with the one tick, but
I think you're right. I don't think it's in Bedrock.
Well, Duds, what have you been doing this week?
Basically the same thing you've been doing. Me and Jimbo found out we've been basically tied to the computer hip this week with a lot of podcasting with guests and such, obviously. We've had Ripple Season 3 start, which was a huge full-on day event for most of us. And then trying to edit an entire day's worth of video, which I barely even scratched the surface on. I think, Jimbo, you said you already have a video that'll be out by the time this episode goes out.
Yeah, it definitely sucks trying to edit 3 hours into like 20 minutes. Very tedious.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Just the good parts. But I try to, tell the story as I go. I don't want to leave too much out. But yeah, I did it in a day though.
I kept turning the record button off, and then I'd get like killed in some awkward way, and I'm like, oh no, why did I turn the record button off?
Well, just keep it on, and then you can like edit out the boring parts.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I can't do that if I'm asleep.
Yeah, especially a launch like that. I try to get everything I can just in case something happens.
I'll tell you, that's actually because I used to do that same thing. I would record for 3, 4, 5 hours and then edit it down. That's why I'm doing this cinematic thing now, because I can record for 20 minutes and then I just have to do like work on doing like editing in a cinematic way. I don't have to actually like cut out a whole bunch of stuff, but it still makes it a decent episode with like a lot of movement and everything going on, but it only takes like 20 minutes to record. But I also don't build anything. So like, I was
gonna say, I've watched a couple of those. It seemed like you were playing like an adventure map or something.
Yeah, no, just playing a custom world generation. which is a lot of fun, man. Some of these mods that I'm playing with are like, they're very cool. Really weird though. Like this one is Lycanites mobs, and that one's like makes some really weird mobs.
Mike and Ike's? Did you say Mike and Ike's?
Lycanites.
Can you get is there a Mike and Ike's mod? I want a Mike and Ike's mod.
I would love a Mike and Ike's mod.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We can make it happen.
You eat Mike and Ike's like this. Like your
Very
buddy there. Big crunchy teeth.
I walked into the grocery store today, and there, right as soon as you walked in the door, there was a giant pallet of Milk Duds.
Oh, Milk
I
Duds,
went-
you say?
Triggered.
I wonder what that's
What?
about. Did you like grab one, hop on a motorcycle, and hand it over to someone?
No, Carl was not around.
Oh,
There's motorcycles around though.
No, not right now. It's actually raining outside, so we should have some peace and quiet.
Oh, we should just record in the rain from now on.
could have. It'd be one of those what do we call them? Like atmospheric massage
I
things.
love that.
Rain noises,
Yeah.
and then podcast screaming, and then the person wakes up. Ah! I don't know.
Hello, welcome to Withering Effect.
I don't know if our listeners would go with that. Oh no, that's a soothing voice right there.
This has been brought to you by the Withering Effect. No, don't kill me. Basically, what it is. I've been editing videos the past month, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I just want to go. I just want to like play Minecraft. I don't want to do videos. It's so tedious.
How do you guys feel?
I don't mind editing, honestly. I don't know.
I kind of like editing, but at the time, like I don't want to spend my time doing video editing. I want to spend my time playing.
Yeah, at maybe an hour at a time. I'll take a break for so long, stop editing. But if I'm close, I'll, try to tough it out and just finish it.
During my single player world, I've forced myself to edit in a new way. I used to just record the entire episode and then go back and edit it and post it. But now I edit as I go, which I found a lot nicer because usually you're not editing very long. But at the same time, you get that, I just want to play. I don't want to watch these stupid lines go across the screen anymore.
I've been using Vegas, and I hate Vegas, and it crashes all the time.
Yes.
I hate Vegas so much. It used to be Sony. They sold it to Magix. I had a Sony Vegas 10, and then when I upgraded Windows to Windows 10, no, you have to use Vegas 15 because it was on the Humble Bundle sale.
Yeah.
It's like $1. But it crashes all the time. I'll be just like, I have to remember to often save, because if you don't,
Yes.
you're like, oh, I just lost like a half hour of editing.
I have the exact same program with the exact same problems. And I've learned it's whenever like you scroll back and forth or do a chop real quick is when it crashes. So every time I make an adjustment, I'm like, save, adjustment, save, adjustment, save.
On the one I use 15, it I record an MP4 and it will like stutter. It'll stop in the preview. It'll like stutter and stop, and I'm like, why can't you just I think it might be a compression thing, but I am not paying. How much is this Stiffler? $15 a month
What?
for Adobe,
30.
whatever it is. How much is Adobe? 30. I'm not paying $30 a month. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
No.
I will buy a full program at $300, but they don't have them anymore. But I'm not paying $30 a month for the rest of my life for a.
Very sorry.
I'm a little bitter about this, by the way. Should have warned you guys.
I'm with you there, Q. With you there.
I had Vegas 13 and it was amazing. And
Was
then I
that Sony?
Yeah,
That was the last one, probably.
probably. And
Oh.
it never had a problem. I used it for years, and then I built my new computer, and it's like, oh, you should upgrade. It's like, you know what? I've been on the same thing for years, and it's just an upgrade version. It'll be awesome. Nope.
I upgraded from HitFilm Express to HitFilm Pro. HitFilm Express had that problem. It would crash every so often, and I'd lose a bunch of editing. And I upgraded it to Pro. That was like a $400 software I got on Black Friday for like $40.
Ooh.
And I got that and like 4 other programs I could play with that I've never touched, but they're there. And yeah, don't crash anymore.
Well, guys, for $30 a month, you can tell Premiere Pro
Sponsor the Void Frogs podcast. No,
you can tell Premiere Pro to auto save every 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
What are you doing? Like, are you like advertising? Trying to? You have a little 2% sale to me if you buy Premiere Pro on my discount. Just follow Stiffler in the discount code.
That's right.
Links are in the description.
Can I want to confess something if I can. Confess something here on your show.
That.
Go for it.
So I've always told people I'm not like a great gamer. I'm not a very good gamer.
It's actually 200 hours in Ark.
200 hours in a game that I hate. I can't handle it. There are some games that I really like and I've played a lot of and I've really enjoyed them, like Minecraft. But these days I don't really play the games too much. I actually enjoy the editing a lot more. I only record, and recording has actually become tedious. Like the playing of the game and the building and all that has been the tedious part for me. And the editing is the part that I really enjoy. And yeah, I'm just not like a good gamer anymore.
So what you're saying is you're looking for a content creator that you could edit for. Wink, wink,
Nope.
nudge, nudge.
I just saw one today. I can send it to you if you want. I just saw a YouTuber looking for
No,
one.
I'm good. I'll make my own thing. I paved my own way. I am a rolling stone. I'm a cowboy. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but anyway.
Steel horse I ride or something like that.
Yeah. So that's my confession. Don't tell people.
I get there. Every once in a while, I get in that rhythm where it's like, I really like the making of the video part, not so much the playing the game. And then other days, I'm just like, this all sucks.
Yeah.
It's because I have to watch my own content. And I'm just like, delete this episode.
Aw.
I think I've done that 3 or 4 times where I've completed a full episode, watched it back, and I went, I would not watch this. Delete.
Yeah.
And then people are like, where is your video? It's like, in the trash can.
Yeah.
It's out of order on my YouTube channel. Episode 13 before episode 3.
Yeah.
Shh, don't give away my secrets.
There's been a couple times I had to look away when I hit that upload button because I wasn't too proud of it. But I felt like I had just a rhythm going to where I had to put it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys had that.
Oh, totally. Like at this point now, if I'm not happy with an episode, I won't upload it.
Yeah.
I'll make something else and it might be shortest or, like just a couple minutes long or whatever. And I haven't really been super active on YouTube in a while anyway, because I mostly do it for work. But nowadays,
It's like episode 1, we're going to start building a castle.
Yeah.
Episode 2, I just finished the entire village and the mountain with the castle on top of it. Just off camera there, guys.
In the city or in the series.
But yeah, now it's like, I don't want to, if I'm not proud of something, I won't upload it. But if I upload something and I'm not proud of it, I leave it up. Because to me, I want to see that. And my hope is that one day I'm going to be like super famous. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just like one day you're going to be super famous. And what I want to see is comments on those videos where they're like, wow, I can't believe Stiffler used to suck this bad.
That's how I got famous. I want to be super famous, so I'm going to put up 100 terrible episodes, and everybody's going to click on them.
Yep.
That's why episode 2 comes first.
How weird does it feel to have fans?
Well, I mean, it just depends on how much sweat you have. Like, if you're really sweaty, the fan will just blow it all off. It feels pretty weird. But normally, it's just kind of cool,
I shouldn't have asked you, obviously.
Jimbo, where are you going to learn, like, asking qmagnet anything is like asking a genie for a wish. You got to be super specific.
You're right.
You guys have both gone to Minecon, right? So have you been recognized there at all?
Oh, I'll tell you a story about being fan recognized. Only happened to me one time. Besides people in the Minecraft community who, like, not necessarily fans, but, like, we all do different stuff. I got recognized one time at I don't know if you guys have this in the States, but I think you do. There's a chocolate store called Lindt, Lindt,
Yes.
Lindt. So in my hometown...
I know a Lindor chocolate.
Yeah. So Lindor makes Lindt, or Lindt makes Lindor. Lindt is the parent company, and Lindor, like the little chocolates. So in my hometown, about for 30 minutes, there's a larger town, and I walk in with my kids, and I get and I get a bag of chocolates or something like that. And about 15 minutes later, I get a message on Discord. And this is when I kind of just released Diversity 3. I get a message on I think it was a private message. And this person says, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I think I know the answer. I'm pretty sure. Don't freak out. And I'm like, okay. He goes, were you at the Lindor store? I'm like, and I'm looking at my phone going, what? How? That is very specific. How do you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you
What
know
would be
that?
even worse is a picture.
Well, they said apparently they knew me by my voice because I didn't do a lot of face cam back then. They had to look up my picture on a Minecon panel because in 2015 there's a Minecon panel. They looked that up and they put that together and they were sure it was me. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, no one knows. Like, I'm in like Ontario, Canada. There's hardly any people who are even in YouTube Minecraft, let alone me getting fan recognized. That was really weird. I was kind of a little bit scared, actually. So that's my only fan recognition thing I've ever got.
I'm not known in the Minecraft community. I'm known only as qmagnet's co-host.
Stiffy McGee.
Yeah.
Same here.
And so I haven't really been recognized or anything, but before Minecraft, I was in the coffee community. Like I've done barista competitions.
Everyone knew him.
Well, no,
Wait, there's a coffee community?
You're the coffee guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like
this guy's a coffee guy.
I traveled the country hosting events, caffeine crawl. I went to probably a few hundred different coffee shops. Got to know the owners. Like we did barista competitions. I was a judge on a couple of those.
That was part of the puns. That was one of the puns of the intro.
Aha.
Yeah, come on.
Coffee at you.
You clever guy.
I know about your coffee.
I gave a TEDx talk once about coffee and like how it changed my life. And
look at this guy. No one knows me. I just spoke on TED Talks.
No, nobody knows me in the Minecraft community. But I've gone into coffee shops and people it's happened on 3 different occasions where people have been like, I just saw your TEDx talk the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, this really? It was totally weird. The owner of this one big roastery in Columbus like came running over and was like, Tim, oh my goodness, you're here. Why are you here? And I'm like, what? Because I want coffee. Yeah. So that's been like a cool thing. But other than that, there's no Minecraft stuff really. Except Q, he saw me. We were walking down the road, and he was like, "Are you Stifflered? Oh my goodness!"
This is gonna sound really weird, but were you at the Lindor store, Stifflered, getting chocolate-covered coffee beans?
Anyways, that was just a question. It wasn't any we had written down for the main segment. I don't know. Just
we have yet to cover a single question from the main segment.
That wasn't even one of the questions. Just came up. I don't even know where that came from. I guess we can move on now. That's our week, actually. That was what we've done this week.
Yeah. It's not really far off from the truth.
What about the Minecraft news?
We have no Minecraft news.
Okay, moving on.
For once, we have no Minecraft news. 1.16's out, 1.16.1's out, and 1.16.2 has a snapshot that adds the brutes, but we all covered that a couple episodes ago.
About it.
I thought you guys were going to make up something new on 1.16.3. A new Minecraft boss. He hires you and pays you. And if you don't like him, you can quit the job.
We can't do that because Discord has made it their job to correct us when we are wrong.
Oh, yeah.
They know we get some things wrong. And we're very happy that they help us make sure we get it right. But we can't joke around like that. They're like, hey, guys, take this seriously. This is serious stuff.
Well, then, okay.
I got brought up. We're sending them your way.
Well, I could do something. Every week, I could come in with the fake news. And then they won't get mad at you. They can just be like, oh, it's him again lying to us.
That works out for you guys because they'll just go over to the Void Frogs and leave nasty comments. Yeah. They're like, hey, you're messing with our news.
I'll take any comments, you know? We'll just take them, all the comments.
Engagement.
Bad publicity is still publicity.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The only bad news is no news. that what it is? I don't know what it is.
Oh wait, crap! We have no news, so. But let's go ahead. Speaking of the Discord, get the Discord ad done this week. This week it's been brought to you by Brownie Bits, so thank you a lot, Brownie.
Hello, everyone! Your favorite sweet treat, Brownie Bits here, and I am a member of the Withering Effect Discord. It's a great place to get to know the people from the show and share cookies with your favorite like-minded Minecrafters. It's the only place to throw cakes at... I mean, submit your questions for upcoming guests and share your opinions about the game. Add brownies! Excuse me. Sugar Rush the Discord today using the link in the show notes, and I will see you there.
I know the listeners don't hear, but do you guys hear the thunder going on in my background?
Yeah.
Only when you talk.
I want to leave block of the week till towards the end. Let's jump into the questions because I'm wanting qmagnet to get worked up throughout the entire thing, knowing block of the week's coming.
Oh, okay. Anxiety's going up a little bit.
Carl, I'm going to let you start with the first question, then we'll go Jimbo, then me, and then we'll just keep going around until it's time for quickfire.
Okay. How did you guys come up with the name the Void Frog?
Oh, no!
He's gonna ask that?
No!
Are you seriously gonna ask that? We were gonna save that for episode 41.
You know what?
Right off the rip.
I listened to episode 21. I know you were. That's why I asked it.
Oh, no! Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Quick, make something up.
We could tell him. We could tell him, and then if people said it on our show, it's like, oh, you're a dual listener.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Actually,
there you go.
we'll never tell him on our show. We'll be like, you have to go to the Withering Effect to actually hear the answer.
I like that.
That's right.
And then we'll be
That's
like, you guys need to go to the Void Frogs episode 41 to make sure it's correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly. I don't remember the full conversation. Do you remember the full conversation, Stiffler?
Yeah, so we were talking about, coming up with a name that would...
No, we weren't talking to... Well, I guess, yeah, we were.
Yeah.
We were just talking about coming up with names. That's true.
Yeah. And we what we wanted to do was we were like, we don't want it to be Minecraft specific.
Yeah.
But we want it to refer to Minecraft. Because, maybe we'll talk to other YouTubers or streamers that do other games too, right? And so we were just kind of like throwing around different names and words and stuff. I can't quite remember what some of the early ones were.
It was we were gonna call ourselves the Withering Effect or something like that. But anyway, later, a lot like maybe days later.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think we were talking about stuff in Minecraft's past, and Stiffler had said Void Fog.
Yep.
And I misread it, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be cool, Void Frogs, yeah, like just for a thing in Minecraft." and then after like 6 sentences, I caught on that I misread it, but then I'm like, wait a sec, that would be a good podcast name.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's based on a me not being able to read.
That's
Maybe
correct.
I have dyslexia or something.
Nice. A happy accident.
Yeah.
Happy accident.
And it worked out.
And I will stand by. I think the name Void Frogs is a great name.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
As much as I love the Withering Effect.
I think the Withering Effect is a great name, except for the ing makes it a 9 out of 10 because it's a wither effect.
I think the ing makes it 11 out of 10.
Ooh.
Controversy.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Okay.
4 verse 5.
Wither.
Yeah, and and it worked out too because Jack the Frog is a good friend of ours, and
Yes.
he was really happy to be the mascot for the show.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
3-man show.
Yeah. Yes. 2-man and a frog. Yeah.
That's fine. We have a 2-man and a Carl.
Ooh, ouch.
By that, I mean Carl's a robot.
Ow.
I was giving you a praise.
He's a machine.
You're a
You
machine.
missed out on the praise, though, part of giving the praise.
I'm an emotionless robot.
Oh.
Carl, I was saying you get stuff done.
That is true, I do.
You see, look at him. He's just trying to save himself. Please, Carl, don't leave the show. I love you. Please, don't.
I turned that hole into a mountain.
You did a great job, Duds. You did a great job.
Yes.
Going off the name of the Void Frogs, High Hopes 5 asked in our Discord, what is the origin story of your names?
Like our birth names? Because my mother and father were like...
Carl, you forgot the rule. Genie, your in-game
Yeah, I know.
names,
As soon as I finish
your
talking, I'm like,
YouTube
Q's going to
names.
take this completely wrong. What is the story behind qmagnet?
qmagnet. Oh, okay. Well, my mother and father... No, I'm just kidding. qmagnet came from... Why am I answering first? Stifler could have answered first. Actually, Stifler's answer is going to be my mother and father. Okay. So qmagnet comes from, before I did Minecraft, I did music in terms of like I put my time and passion into it until I got addicted to Minecraft, which probably a lot of people, left their passion for Minecraft. And when I was doing music, I wanted to come up with some sort of moniker as an artist in air quotes. And I had 3 children at the time. Maybe 2 children at the time. I got 4 now. And as soon as you have 1 child, the mess gets exponentially worse. 2, 3, 4. Now it's like a toy explosion through the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean if you're a father.
I know what you mean, yeah.
So in the mess of my house, I had a little toy fridge magnet of the letter Q laying. This cool little magnet you put on like this device that it'll sing the letters to you. Like the kids put it in this. There's this house thing that magnetizes to the fridge, and then you put the letter in there, and it'll go Q says Q, blah blah blah. Anyway, I get on a tangent. So this Q magnet is like sitting or like laying by my computer desk in the mess, and I'm like, yeah, that'll do. There's a name,
That's it.
That's how I come up with the name.
That's the
That's
name.
it.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
And then I turned it to Minecraft.
It's beautiful.
I like it.
Mine actually is my mother and father. Well, my mother. Actually, okay, so it is a little bit of an interesting story, but I won't get into it in full detail. My last
First it
name
was dark, and then everything was light.
my last name is Stiffler-Dean. And so my name Stifflered is like off of that, right? Stiffler-Dean, Stifflered. But my mother and father did not give me that name. My mother, her last name was Stiffler, but eventually I was adopted. I moved away from her. I was adopted by another family called the Deans, and like foster care and stuff like that. Adopted by this other family, the Deans, and then later when I was removed and I went off and lived on my own, I didn't want to be a Dean or a Stiffler, so I have decided to stick with them both, Stiffler-Dean, and actually I'm the only Stiffler-Dean, as far as I can tell, the only Stiffler-Dean in the world. And
Ooh.
and I'm going to mash them together, Stiffler-Dean. When my fiance and I get married, we're going to do Stiffler-Dean, and we will be the creators of the clan of Stiffler-Dean. And all Stiffler-Deans from this point forward through all of history will come from us.
Wait.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Nice.
You may want to rethink that because I just looked up translation. In Russian, it means the hairless one.
That's correct. That is accurately accurate. I don't need to change that at all.
Was anyone else worried about what Q was going to say right now?
A little bit.
I do a lot of things, but I keep it family friendly. Don't worry. At least on podcasts.
Yeah.
Carl's gotten really good at the bleep button.
Yeah.
So.
Good job, Carl.
So if I just let one go right now, you have
Please
to bleep it out.
don't let one go.
Please don't.
Q is good. He's a dad.
I mean, Carl, you were just bragging about how you got an extra day to edit this episode.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, I should have bragged.
Ooh.
Let's give him more work then.
Yeah.
Son of a!
Jimbo, you're trying to ask some questions.
Yeah, it seems like you guys have a pretty good chemistry, and I was just curious of how you guys met and what got you inspired to start the podcast.
Yeah, chemistry is really good. I guess chlorine mixed with peroxide.
God, why do you do this? Why do you do this every time?
It's a really crazy reaction. I know that from work. What other?
We
chemistry
set ourselves
stuff?
up for failure here.
You invited us on. This is the problem.
None of these questions are going to go down well. I'm reading them now and I'm going, we're going to have to reword all of them.
Q and I met at Minecon, and one of us held the door open for the other, and my hat smelled bad, and so that's.
How long are you giving the recap?
Yeah,
we told this story on episode 21 on our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I was in a chocolate store, and he's like, "Are you qmagnet? I recognize you from your voice."
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you Stiffler? I've drank your coffee before."
No, that's not it. But I had run a podcast before. Q sent out a tweet in like November and said I think I could, get some really cool guests on, but I would want a co-host. Jigarbov replied to him, and I replied to Jigarbov, and
Oh, wait. You know what he said, though? He said, yeah, because you're very opinionated and you'll just railroad everybody over if you don't get somebody to hold you back.
That was my clue. I was like, I can do that. I'm good at challenging him. So, I was like, yeah, this is a good thing. Because that was one of my problems too. Actually, we didn't talk about this too much on our episode, but I didn't want to have a co-host that would just agree with me. I don't like yes men. I'm not interested in like having yes men,
They call me the no man.
Yes.
The no man. Yeah. Yes.
Can I have
Jimbo
a cookie?
says.
No.
Nice, Jimbo. But yeah, like I was, when I saw Jigarbov said that, I was like, okay, cool. Like we could have some really interesting conversations. And we do, like, even if we have, good chemistry on the show and everything, like we do disagree on things. Like I love to talk about how Minecraft is more than a game, and Q laughs at me whenever I do that. It's like, what are you doing? I get it, and so
this car is more than a vehicle.
Is
You
it?
could do anything with a car.
Dude,
You could run over frogs with a car.
we could totally come up with a great
Frog killing
philosophical descriptor of cars. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we I'm just kind of stealing this answer right now. I'm just kind of going with it, but
It's all right.
Perfectly fine.
from there we reached out, we talked to each other, we recorded a couple of conversations where we could test levels and editing and all that, and just to see if we had good chemistry, because the show would fail utterly if we didn't have the ability to talk with each other. And then we actually recorded our first episode with Nox Crew like a month, I think maybe even a little over a month ahead of publishing.
Yeah.
And we recorded our first like 4 episodes. We got Nox Crew, and then episode 2, 3, and 4, the video was gone. So we had to re-record 2 of those because I lost the video. They froze and they glitched and everything. So
Yeah, but also episode 1, we had like this countdown on the website, and then it got to 0, and we still didn't have the episode out. It came out like the next day.
Perfect.
Like, great, yeah, we really hit that hype train there, buddy.
yeah, there were some mistakes made early on. I mean, there's still like little mistakes, but I think we've gotten all. I mean, I'm really happy with where we're going, and I see improvements and stuff, and I enjoy the conversations we have. Anyway, that's kind of like, I guess the answer. Does that answer your question? What was your question? Was that the question?
That works. I want to piggyback off that a little bit because a lot of it doesn't get talked about. Like when Jimbo joined the show, Bank decided to leave, and I was looking for somebody. I think me and Carl just kept trying to get guests week after week, and I've got a lot of thundering going on behind me. What the heck? But yeah, I'm trying to get guests, and Jimbo was like, yeah, I'm free, I can be on the show. And we recorded a show, and it was a good show, and I didn't think anything of it. And then I was like, hey, Carl, just be my co-host. And Carl's like, dude, you know how much work I do already? I can't be on your show.
Basically, yeah.
And I was like, that's a good point. You keep editing the show because we need that. And then I reached out to Jimbo, and I kind of was like, do you want to be on the show? Jimbo's like, take a little bit. Yeah, sure, I'll be on the show. And then I threw him in the fire. Like, Jimbo got no prep time. I was like, you were on the show once. You know what you're doing. Here's the script. Go. And Jimbo handled that like a champ.
I was hoping you'd be like, hey, come on and be a guest. And then he comes on and you're like, introducing my new co-host. Wait, what? What? What do you mean?
I wish.
Jimbo, where'd you go?
Yeah, no, but I want to give Jimbo some praise because I did throw him to the fire that first week, not really thinking about it, and he definitely handled it very well.
That's debatable, but I appreciate it.
Hey, you bring your note every week, and that's all we ask.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm prepared with my note.
It was a great intro. I'll give you that.
Yep.
Thank you.
I was a bit too much Stiffler in the intro, but just the right amount of qmagnet.
Jimbo, go again.
Me again. Okay. Yeah. This one's for qmagnet.
Oh, this is
just
ridiculous.
curious.
Just a question for him? Come on.
Just for qmagnet.
You can answer too, Stiffler.
Dang it.
I guess I'm not familiar with the whole map building thing, and I was curious watching a couple of your videos.
Yeah.
What do you need to build those things? Is there a certain software? Or?
Yeah. So you need a crafting table, compass. I think paper.
Come on, Jimbo.
Paper?
Jeez.
Surround the compass. You can build like a lot. If you have a sugarcane farm, there is so many maps you can build.
I think my tree just exploded in my front yard. I don't know if you guys heard that. Sorry, Carl. There are no motorcycles, but you got a lot of thunder to edit out.
So you want to know about like custom maps? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
You know, custom
Didn't know if there was a program you have to
there's
use.
there's lots of programs you can use. Like if you're at the professional level, you're using tons of programs. But my first map was just creative mode. Just going around placing my first map wasn't really an adventure anyway. But my second map was an adventure, and it was just creative mode. No, I lied. I also used MC Edit because I had to copy a whole bunch of boxes. But other than that, it was all creative mode.
Everything with qmagnet is an adventure.
Yeah, I know. But the more detailed you want to get, and there's different people who did different things. Like somebody could be really good at building structures. Somebody could be really good at terraforming. Somebody could be really good at programming. You don't really see one person who can do everything. That's pretty rare. So the more you are involved in, like, say, building, you would use different building mods or things like that. But you don't necessarily need something. Depends what you want to make. When's your map coming out, Jimbo?
Oh man. See, I like to call myself a jack of all trades with the game.
Yeah.
But map making is not even close. Never really tried it.
I was gonna say, all it is just a different, like, obstacles. Most of mine are like match this color to the wall and get through the door. There you go. There's one puzzle. It's easy.
Yeah. Games, puzzles.
Yeah.
We have a guy on our server that does that for me, so I don't have to do it.
Well, there you go.
He's good at those.
I was going to say, Omni really needs to take all of his survival games and put it in one map.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be amazing.
That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing is, learning about all the different guests and I'm sure you guys can attest to this, like running a podcast, running an SMP, is that I also have thought of myself as a jack of all trades, but I don't know jack about map making, and so like learning from Q and learning from some of these other teams and people that we've talked with, and but then there's more than that too. There's also role playing. There's the texture pack artists, the resource pack artists, there's sound designers.
Yeah.
There is so much more to this community, and so it's kind of the Dunning-Kruger effect of Minecraft, right? If anybody's not familiar, the Dunning-Kruger effect is this idea that the
Guy invade your dreams with a claw. That's the Freddy Krueger effect. Sorry, guys.
I was thinking Freddy Krueger, honestly.
The Dunning-Kruger effect is this idea where the less intelligent you are, the more intelligent you think you are. So people who don't know something think that they know everything there is to know about it. And then as you learn more about it, you realize, oh, I don't know that much at all. And so, you know, you see yourself as less of an expert as you learn things. There's kind of that same sense within Minecraft. Is when I started playing Minecraft and when I started like running my server, I was like, man, I am so smart. I know all the stuff about Minecraft. And then it's like, whoa, actually, there's a huge world out there of things that I do not know anything about. And it's been cool to learn that as talking with Q or talking with others.
I don't have an exact example of that, but so because of the podcast for the last 2 months, me and Jimbo have been talking about 1.16 and all of the new features and everything. When we started the new season of Ripple Effect, I knew nothing anymore. I was just like, no. Wait, why is there gold in the wall?
Yeah.
Not the exact same.
What
but
do I do with this tree? I punch it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Why is this pig attacking me? It's basically how it went for an hour.
There's a thing with the gold. I've been wanting to share this, so you guys get to hear it.
He's been saving it.
I've made I made a plugin. I want to get into the Minecraft credits. Okay, that's what I want. I want to get into Minecraft credits. And here's
It
why.
says your name at the end. All you have to do is beat the Ender Dragon, and you get your name at the top, buddy.
You're right. So back in 1.12, I made a plugin called Attention Pigmen for servers. It only worked for servers. But basically what it did is when you were in the nether, it dropped gold nuggets and swords and things like that when you were mining netherrack. And if you picked it up, then the pigmen would come and attack you. And so that
I got bad news for you, pal.
Piglins.
No more pigmen.
I know there's no more pigmen. They changed it
No
to
more
piglins so
pigmen.
that they didn't have to credit me. It's a conspiracy to
That's
shut
right.
me out. It's a
Next one is going to be the
conspiracy.
Enderlins. The Enderlins are coming next.
Yep.
Hey, I'm just saying, I think you guys know somebody who works there you could talk about this to.
They won't listen to me.
Well, I know a lot of people, but like we sent them a message. I'm going to ignore you. Let's ignore you. Come on, get me Elon Musk on the show. I know you know them. I'm ignoring you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to piggyback off that last question that was like 5 minutes ago and go with a question from J-Man who's asking, is there a map-making feature not currently in-game you would like to see? Maybe a new command block or a type of command block, expanded
Stiffler, is that for
structure,
Stiffler?
jigsaw,
No.
all those other features?
It can't be.
There's okay, so basically Minecraft's at the point in terms of command blocks, Minecraft's at the points where you can almost teach yourself because they like if you want to change anything about a creeper, you can type a command and it will tell you all the DNA properties of that creeper that you can alter. So it's really easy now to, and when I say easy, it's easy for somebody who's has a little bit of knowledge to alter that. So I don't necessarily know there's anything in terms of commands that is really needed, but if they had an in-game program like World Edit, if that was part of the game, that would be massively helpful for building. Like you could just like paint terraforming and have the stuff go all over the ground instead of hand by hand in game instead of having to do a mod. That's what I would say.
Am I having deja vu right now? I feel like you've said this already. Did you not say this already?
In terms of commands, there's not a lot more that we can add. I think it's pretty simple, but I think a really good one would be a world edit built in game. You could like just paint terraform. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
That was a good setup. I like that.
I think that's a good answer. I'll just go with that.
Actually, we're kind of running a little low on time, so I wanted to switch to Wither Void Quickfire Frogs.
Ah.
Yeah, you gotta make it
Pew pew pew.
whatever that sound goes.
That's exactly the sound it would make.
If a wither were to shoot a void frog, I'm pretty sure it would go pew 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 pew. The rules are a little familiar. We have 4 questions and 1 cool fact, and we'll try to give you hints. I've got a clock in my head. You guys have to answer as quick as possible.
No multiple choice.
Yeah, and you'll still have the highest score because it's the first time we've ever done this.
Is there a score like between us? Like, are we competing against each other?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
They'll both have an answer.
Oh, really?
I got
One
this.
It's
on
on.
one.
It's on, buddy.
I got this.
Quick fire.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. First question. What do you
1982.
call a... No. Minus 1 point.
Oh,
What do you
come on.
call a group of frogs?
A group of frogs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of frogs.
A huddle.
Negative.
That's a lot of frogs. Look at that little family of frogs.
It's definitely called an army.
Army of frogs.
You told me. What do I call it? You didn't say. What is the term? You said.
Oh,
what
no.
do
You
call-
can't use your genie magic questions on me.
You gotta be careful.
This is the pew. This is the pew 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 round.
Jimbo, this is your question. I'm going to let you ask it.
Yeah, I come up with this one. What is Stifler's mom's name in the movie American Pie?
Stifler's mom. She has a name?
Her actual name. She has a name. They've said it. Do you guys know?
Janine.
You're familiar with the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. I've heard that my entire life.
Patty. Cheeseburger. Army.
You guys are in bad shape right now.
Tracy.
You said it's quick fire.
Cindy. Hannah.
It's been said already, but...
Patty.
What? Who said it?
Tracy.
I said it?
I was going to say something like Patty, but maybe Tracy.
Jimbo?
One person said it on the actual show. Is Paul Finch is the name on the movie.
Her name
You
is
can't
Paul
remember
Finch. That's a terrible name for Stifler's mom.
The person that said it, his name was Paul Finch. You can't see him saying it in your head.
I watched that movie like so long ago, and I didn't even like it.
Okay,
Yeah, I can't remember my mom's name. Sorry.
but
Jennifer
you guys don't get any points. Her name was Janine.
Janine!
I said, I did. I not. Okay, play back that audio. I swear I said that first answer.
I heard it.
Did he
I
say
heard
it?
it.
I think I
He
said it. I don't know
was
why
waiting
I
on
said
Jimbo
it.
to say something, but
I swear
I
said
didn't
it.
hear it.
You play
I'm
it
giving
back.
him the point.
That's
Point.
a point. Yeah,
That's
if
right.
he said it.
I also said army. just
Someone's playing with my questions.
It's all right.
I'm just looking, and all of a sudden, one question disappears. All right, submagnets are naturally found on the Earth. What are they called?
Submagnets?
Some
Oh,
magnets.
some magnets.
Yeah.
Metal?
Sorry, my nose is stopped up.
Naturally.
Natural magnets?
I'll give you a hint.
The North
They
Pole.
are now in Minecraft 1.16.
Nether,
The
right?
North Pole. The
Ancient
North
debris?
Pole.
Nope.
Piglins.
Wait, I got this. I swear.
Basalt.
Nope.
We can give him a hint
1.16.
on this one. It came out in 1.16, and it's actually
Magnet?
something to help you find a location.
Blackstone.
Lodestone.
Nope.
Stifler's mom.
Lodestone.
3
is
minutes
the correct
later.
answer.
Pew, pew, pew.
Lodestone. Stifler gets a
Lodestone.
point.
That's right.
See, I threw that one in there just to make you guys say you need to cover the news a little more.
Well, you know,
plan.
you say whatever you want.
The next one is just going to be bashing podcasts about why there shouldn't be news segments. So, final question before you get a cool fact. There are 4 planets in the solar system
No.
with
There's more than
magnetic
4.
fields.
Sorry. Hate to break it to you.
With magnetic fields.
Oh, okay.
2 of them are Earth and Saturn. What are the other 2?
Mercury,
Nope.
Jupiter.
In space.
Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Venus.
Oh, I just go. You gotta pick 2.
Cheaters.
Jupiter. And
Here, I'll give you a hint. Just choose the most childish named planet.
Uranus
Earth.
Uranus is one of them.
and Neptune.
Neptune is the other one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. I think I said those ones too, by the way.
I definitely said.
I'm sure you did.
definitely said.
We'll have to listen back.
So
Yeah.
I was just watching a video the other day though.
Listen,
From
this
a
isn't
guy.
your podcast. Next question.
No, I was watching a video the other day, and this guy said all of the planets had a magnetic field. Maybe he was wrong.
No.
The internet does not lie.
I have
I was just
yet
saying
to
that
see.
to Duds.
No.
I'm pretty sure
First
they
of
all
all,
have
there are
magnetic
no, like, not even Earth has a field of magnets. Like, and what would they, how are they going to farm those? It would just stick to the tractor.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't know what's going on in Arizona.
Well,
right.
yeah, that's true.
That's right.
All right, and now this one's just an interesting fact I found. Frogs don't actually drink water, they just absorb it through their skin.
Well, everybody knows that.
Yeah. Duh.
Should ask me that question.
Very interesting fact.
But yeah, so that's been Wither Quickfire Frog Fire.
They also don't drink beer because they're not of age.
That's right. You guys see why we can't have like an actual rapid fire segment? Because it does not go the way you plan.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is working out perfect because now we're on to qmagnet's favorite segment of ours. Block of the Week.
Wait.
Yeah.
Who won?
Here we go.
Who won?
I honestly forgot all about it.
Nobody won because it was a false contest. I don't think you guys understand what a block is. Do you realize if you press set block and then
He's talking about the Quickfire.
it gives you, oh my gosh.
He was moving on because he didn't want to admit that he lost.
No,
That's right.
no. I never lose. Even if you thought I lose. I
We'll
won.
have the Discord vote in the
There you
public
go.
section who won.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you pick me, you're cool. If you pick Stiffler, you're not cool. So who really won, Discord?
Let's find out.
Anyways, Block of the Week.
The week.
So your choices this week were Fire, End Crystal, and Bubbles.
It's a good thing you had fire in there.
The winner of the block of the week this week is End Crystal. Congratulations, End Crystal.
Totally a great block.
It was a landslide.
Rigged.
What a block. What a block.
That's like the guy who goes into the basketball competition playing baseball. Oh, you're the best shooter out there.
Hey, if he can win at basketball while playing baseball, he is awesome.
He threw the ball. He threw the baseball.
That's an awesome player. So the votes this week: Fire with 9 votes, End Crystal with 24, and Bubbles with 7. So it was a landslide. And I got a couple facts for the End Crystal. It is crafted with 1 Ender Eye, 1 Gas Tier, and 7 glass blocks. It spawned naturally on the main end island atop the obsidian pillars. Heals the Ender Dragon a half a heart every half second, which is a heart every second. The End Crystal's explosion has an explosion strength of 6, which is the same as a charged creeper. It takes 4 End Crystals to respawn the Ender Dragon. And here's a funny one. The End Crystal is both an entity and an item.
Yeah, except that
And a block.
it's
And
not a block. And you said
a
it
block.
spawned. That's not a block.
That's it. That's it for that.
I love it when he gets wound up. It's really funny.
Listen, if you're typing set block, you cannot do end crystal. It's not a block. You put it in the bug
we
tracker.
can just
they'll
write
be
a
like,
data pack to change
invalid command. I put a Mojang bug tracker. Oh, I couldn't set block the end crystal. They're like, invalid. You're booted out of the club. We banned you.
Oh, I got a question for you, Q.
Yeah.
Can you set block command blocks?
Yes, you can because they're blocks.
Oh, okay.
That backfired.
Never mind then.
Tell your fun fact about the other one. The bubbles. I'll tell you, it's a particle, not a block. So he can't win. He can't even compete in block of the week. Particle. That's not even an entity. That's just a bunch of little flickering little images things. It's not even. You can't even summon it. You have to use a particle command. Gosh.
For our listeners who haven't caught on yet, we specifically chose these items just to mess with Q.
Yeah, you picked fire. Fire is fine. Fire is a block. It's allowed to win block of the week. That's the winner in my heart because it's actually true.
See, I would have never thought that would have been a block.
It is.
Clearly, because our chat was like, should we do fire? We're like, yeah. And then no one's like, it's a block. We had no idea.
It is a block. You know how you know it's a block because it works with set block, but at the same time, you can only have in one coordinate. You can only have one block. So if you can put a creeper into fire, then the creeper's the entity. Well, I guess you could put two entities together. Let's get off the bunny trail.
No, well, if you have a button in a space on a piece of wood, then that wood will not set fire because the button is there. And I know this because of my server, we actually had to deal with fire a lot, and so we put buttons on wooden things so that they wouldn't catch on fire. And the button would be within that space, within that block coordinate, like Q is saying, and so the fire could not go there because it was already taken up by the button.
That's fire spread rules.
No.
You can have a fire. You can cover a fire in wood as long as every block is taking up a space where a fire could spread. It won't burn on fire.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah. Fun fact about the real block of the week: fire.
So, Duds, how are you going to improve end crystals?
Yeah, improving end crystals. 1, fireworks should blow them up. How is that not a thing? I guess they thought it was too cheaty to go into the end and shoot the end crystals with fireworks, but...
It should give it enough damage to explode it, though. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
You would think. And then my other thought, it's not a very good thought, but switching out the Eye of Ender with an enchanted golden apple... golden apple to give you healing effects instead of making it an explosive cube that spins.
Interesting.
I don't know why you would want that, because you could get a beacon that does the exact same thing, and it's a lot cheaper than an enchanted golden apple. But
the Eye of Ender, you only throw it up. What else does it do?
You can craft a end crystal with it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Change that.
Yeah, change out the Eye of Ender for an enchanted golden apple to heal you, but you can have a beacon that does that. So I don't know what I was thinking.
But
it was very hard this week.
Yeah. You'd have to be a dragon, though.
Because it's crafted with an ender eye, why is in the middle of this end crystal a purple box with red writing on it? Maybe it should be an ender eye in the middle of the end crystal. I don't see how it becomes a purple block in the first place. That's one of the changes I was thinking. I don't know if you agree with that.
It's an interesting point.
Totally.
And another thing, it heals dragons. What if you could throw the dragon head on and it could heal you, just your health, not your hunger or anything else. It won't mend you, but it'll heal you if you put that head on from a 32 block radius, which is the same as the dragon.
I like that.
Those are my two little...
Nice.
It would make fighting the dragon way different.
Yeah, it would heal you also. That'd be...
What if you hold an end crystal and you get to ride the dragon?
There you go.
Don't toy with my heart.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. What if you wear the dragon head and the dragon rides you?
What if you bottle the dragon's breath and drink it?
Yeah.
And wear the head, and then you can ride the end crystal.
What if the end crystal bottles the dragon, and the dragon rides you riding the end crystal, which rides the dragon?
Yes.
So I think this is the point where we got to jump in and be like, because we're going to get an hour of Q coming up with some crazy ideas.
Should we move on to the last question?
Yeah, we got to pull the plug here.
Yeah. What's the last question, Carl?
Let's go with the best question of all from your friend and ours, Logical Geek Boy. Mm-hmm. Who is the best guest you've had on the podcast so far?
I am.
Did you say me?
I am the
You
best
said me.
guest. Yes.
I was prepared for this. I saw that question. He said, I'll be listening.
Yep.
Logic, I just want to tell you, buddy, my favorite guest we've ever had is Gemini Tay.
My favorite guest is definitely the one true king of Legacy SMP. Now you can.
You're gonna start a fight here, pal. Oh.
You can figure out who that is.
Might want to give Logic a heads up.
Yep.
Don't worry, Logic. You're still the favorite around here.
He's like, I'm never coming on the Void Frogs again. Why? I heard that Withering Effect podcast episode.
Logic is such a cool dude.
People are like, I heard that Void Frogs episode. No, that's Australian.
Why
I
would,
can't
that
do
is not Australian either.
What
was
is
that?
it?
That was
I
like
don't know.
That was like a Cockney accent, like a
Oi.
like a.
Hello,
I'm
governor.
like a geek boy.
I'd say,
I'm
it
great
kind of
with
sounded like a
cripers.
Bostonian getting hit in the throat.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Logic is a cool dude, though. Hey, Logic, thanks for your question. That was really cool, man.
Yeah. Loved it.
We had a lot of fun with him on the show.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. I was a little bit mad about that because after he came on our show, he came on your show, and he said, that was the best intro I ever had. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute here. Hold on. What do you mean that's the best intro?
I butchered the crap out of that intro.
Hey, we didn't get to number 4 doing nothing.
That's
Oh.
what makes it so great, though.
Yeah.
This is true.
Anyways, I think that's going to do it for the show today, guys. But
Aw.
before Jimbo reads this out, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our Patreons who are supporting the show. Our milk level patrons are Omni, Croc, Obeep, Stonefigure, the official CCL, Vipers, Tuna, and YDYT. If you too would like to get access to exclusive benefits and hours of extra content each month, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/Withering Effect. I like popped my wrist right there. Holy cow.
Oh, sweet. So everybody everyone's a Patreon gets you to pop your wrist? That is a reward.
I hope so. It's going to help.
Nice.
Yes, but thank you to the guests also. qmagnet and Stiffler, thank you for joining us.
I don't know. They ripped up Block of the Week. That's our favorite segment.
Well, just pick some blocks. Or you're going to have to change it to Thing of the Week. Next week? Okay, here's the vote for next week. Light, the start button, or the words Minecraft. Which one is your favorite block of the week?
Listen, guys,
You can vote in the Discord.
I loved your segment. Okay, I loved it. I
He
accept
just
you.
wants to come back on.
You see, you're our favourite. That's what.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
He's definitely thinking about implementing Block of the Week on Void Frogs.
Yes, we will.
speaking of liking it,
Our lawyers are standing by.
Jimbo's trying to read the script
Yeah.
so hard.
I'm struggling over here. If you guys like the show, you could share with all your friends and on social media. If you listen on Spotify, follow us. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. Doing any of these really helps the show reach more listeners. If you'd like to get in contact with us, send an email to podcast@thewitheringeffect.com. Tweet us, leave a voice message, or join our Discord where you can have a chat with everyone who works on the show and fellow listeners. All the links are in the show notes.
This show has been brought to you by Jimbo and myself, but also our digital producer Carl. He helps make sure the show ends up where it should be. The amazing music you hear in the intro and outro was created by the one and only Decoy, and everyone's social media can be found down in the show notes. You guys have been awesome. Again, thank you so much to the Void Frogs for joining us on this show. You guys should probably go drink your milk now. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Pew, 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 pew.
You have to burp after you drink the milk, right?